right, studio, stand by.
Like another drink, Toddy?
I'd love one, Henry.
Well, I'll ring for the Batman.
Good sir.
Batman. Get the Batman. Batman!
Yes?
For God's sake, get him off.
I thought you wanted me. I thought you could. When I... Robin! You're all against me, aren't you?
It's the Benny Hill Show! And here is Benny Hill!
Now known as Dapper Dan, the lady killer man. And those that I don't kill or wound a bit. I run a fancy car, I call it the Mayflower on account of all the Puritans who've come across in it. Now took 20-year-old Pam up to the wood near Boulder Dam, parked the car, thought that she'd know what to do. I said, get in the back now, Pam. She said, what the hell do you think I am? I want to stay on the front seat here with you. Whoa, give me an older woman every time, every time. Give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman every time. Now the day my Uncle Joe married my Aunt Flo, he was 44 and she was 69. That night as I lay on my bed, why I heard every word they said. I couldn't help it because their room was next to mine. He said, how about it, dear? She pretended not to hear. He begged and pleaded till his voice was hoarse indeed. He said, oh, how about it, Flo? She said, how about what, Joe? He said, how about back in the center of the fair was getting some sleep? Oh, give me an older woman every time, every time. Oh, give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman every time. Last year I divorced Maureen, now she was just 19, the day that she became my bony bride. She was as cold as charity, just as frigid as could be. Well, when she opened her mouth, a little light came on inside. Now, last week I met her at a party. I was feeling kinda gay and kinda hearty, and several whiskeys had sharpened up my wit. I said, how about a bit of whoopee? She said, over my dead body. I said, Maureen, gal, you haven't changed a bit. Oh, give me an older woman every time, every time. Give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman every time. Now, when I was just a boy, I took a little gal called Joy down to the meadow and we lay down by a hedge. I said, do you know, my pretty little squaw, what your lovely lips are for? She said, to stop my mouth from fraying round the edge. Now, I tell you, Mom was 53, but you know, she still suits me, though of late her hearing, it really ain't so hot. But at night, as I lay on my bed, I put my lips up close to her head, and I say, well, you going to sleep or what? And she says, what? Oh, give me an older woman every time, every time. Give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell, and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman, a real hot-blooded woman, a right bitchy woman. Give me an older woman every time. How about that? Ooh-wee, ain't that
Here,
nice?
on the south coast of England, just a few short miles from Folkestone, the enterprising face of industry's private sector has manifested itself. Impatient with administrative delays, one of our best-known northern entrepreneurs has pushed the boat out and is going ahead with his own channel tunnel.
What? One short! You want salt? Yeah. Thought you said you were one short.
Yeah. The man behind it all, Mr. Fred Scuttle.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome.
Tell me, Mr. Scuttle, how long have you been at it?
How long have I been at what, sir?
How long have you been in this hole-boring business?
Very interesting, sir. A whole boring business, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't get the infection of your nuances, did I there, sir? No. We have been digging, sir, actually physically digging, sir, for the last 3 weeks.
Have you been subsidized?
No, sir, no. I haven't, sir, no. I don't know about some of the lads, you know. I haven't inquired, sir. There's no skin off my nose one way or the other. We don't pry, you see, sir, we don't pry.
When did you implement your recruitment program?
Sir?
Get staffed.
Months ago, sir, months ago. And I got the best, sir. You've heard of the lump? I've got the dollop. Little Willie Lee doesn't know the meaning of the word fear, doesn't know the meaning of the word claustrophobia, sir. Doesn't know the meaning of the word hazardous.
Why is that?
He's Chinese. The little fella that went out just now, Atlas Charlie.
Atlas?
Never wears that. It's full of shellfish, you see. He collects them. He's got the biggest collection of seashells on the seashore south in England here.
I didn't think much of his muscles.
You haven't seen his cockles, have you?
How many are there in your consortium?
At any given moment, one, sir. When they are sitting. You see, sir, I should think lunchtime it'll be empty now, sir. You use it to your heart's content, sir.
Is there a newspaper behind you?
Yes, sir. It's the Sunday Times. No, I tell a lie, sir, it's the Melody Maker. I get them modelled up, they're so similar, you see. It's cut up into squares at the moment. It belongs in the consortium, sir. That's the only time my lads will read anything. That's why they're so misinformed, you see. They never get the complete story.
How much is this tunnel going to cost?
And may I be frank, sir?
If you wish.
I'll be honest if you rather. All right, sir. Give or take a pee. £726.50p.
Is that a conservative estimate?
The same one I showed to Harold Wilson. He could have had the glory of this, sir. I showed Barbara Castle my manifesto in front of witnesses. She turned her back on me, sir. That was taking a chance. We was going to have Sir Alec Douglas home down here to turn the first sod over. He was coming down here, sir.
Hume. Sir Alec Douglas Hume. Did he arrive?
No, sir, he was ill in bed with Flo. I mean, it's all right, them ignoring us, but they're not in reality, sir, because outside they've got a Navy, one of them tote things. They're spying on us. They've got a Navy bar. They've got one of them out there.
Frigate.
Quite right, sir. But nevertheless, sir, in 7 weeks' time, we shall have our gala opening, sir, and 60 girl guides are going to cycle 4 abreast. That's 2 deep. Well, it's very wide, you see, sir. Right the way across, and they'll become, they come up there, sir. Yes, sir.
They come up in France.
Yes, possibly, sir.
But do you really think that you can dig this tunnel in 7 weeks?
I have implemented, sir, a new and novel incentive scheme.
And what's that?
I pay them in francs.
Really? Well, Mr. Scuttle, we have actually made a film of your men at work, and I'm sure the viewers would like to see what can be done with British grit.
You won't need that, Mum. You won't need that. Carry on. Carry on. Allow me to shake your hand, madam. Allow me to shake your hand. I wish you the everything.
And, sir, at the site of this historic subterranean monument to man's ingenuity, this territory...
No, Robert, no. You see, the way to spell it, I'm sure, is W-O-O-M-E.
No, Henry, no. I am quite certain. It is W-H-O-O-M, womb.
Oh, no.
Excuse me, sirs. The way to spell womb is W-O-M-B. Womb.
You know something, Robert? I'm bloody sure that girl's never even heard an elephant with the wind. It's...
Oh, hi, Zeke. How's the wife?
Yes, fine, Lem. Yes, fine. How was mine?
Fine. Just fine.
Oh, he's got your husband's mouth. Yeah, but he's got his father's eyes.
Damn it.
Hey, how did you come to hurt your leg?
I didn't come to hurt my leg. I came to mend the roof. I hurt my leg.
I'd like to see your specimen, please.
My what?
Could you fill that glass?
Not from here. I could try from there. You know something? My Daisy May always closes her eyes when we make love. Has done ever since the day we got married. Just hates to see me enjoy myself.
And the top of the evening to you. Now, here's where the mammies and the dads can relax and stop trying to fight the flour. Because the young'uns are going to take the floor. I hope they bring it back when they're done with it. Because we want to find out who becomes winner of the quick step competition. all waiting for the result here with bated breath. I always bait me breath when I'm fishing for compliments. And here we are. The judges have come up with the winners, finally. Anyway, I'm going to keep you in suspenders just a little bit longer. And I'm going to read them out, the first three, in reverse order, you see. You understand what I mean? I'm doing it like, just a bit upset. But you'll see it later. Right, now the third ones are Fred and Leslie Wilcox from Penge. That's fine. And now, here at number 2, they're coming in with the twinkling toes, and it's Ted and Tina Tingle from Tooting. There we are. And now, it's the moment that you've all been waiting for. The winners of this all-winners competition, and here they are. It's Jean and John Thomas. Don't curl that. And so, with Fred Bugle in the orchestra, playing us out with I'll Be Seeing You in all the various places. And the balloons cascading down, cascading down over this glamorous fair with the dancers or dancing and everything. I'll say good night to you from the Neil Loughlin Ballroom. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome to the show the one and only Anne Shelton.
You put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the water. You put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. Take a look at yourself and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Well, every time I look into the holy book, I want to tremble. When I come to the part how the carpenter cleared the temple. 'Cause the buyers and the sellers are no different fellows than what I profess to be. And it causes me shame to know I'm not the girl that I should be. You put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the water. You put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. Take a look at yourself and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. My mama taught me to pray before I reached the age of 7. When I'm down on my knees, that's when I'm close to heaven. My daddy lived his life with 4 kids and a wife. He knew what he had to do. And he taught us a lot, and I'm passing it on to you. You put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the water. You put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. Take a look at yourself and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. You put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the waters, yes he did. You put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. Take a look at yourself and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. By putting your hand in the hand the man from Galilee.
Once again, we present Departure Lounge, where people who are leaving this country, sometimes for very personal reasons, sometimes for good, tell us why. Miss Andre Melly.
There can't be many people viewing this evening who don't know the name Mervyn Cruddy. Pilloried in the press, shunned by society, he has been obliged to leave the country. But how is it that a man young, intelligent, good-looking and talented finds himself in this position?
Well, it's a bit sordid.
That's all right, I understand.
Well, you see, it all started for me about 5 years ago. I remember it quite well because it was the day after my 21st birthday party. And me and my friend Mark, who's a very kind, considerate and warm-hearted property developer, went for a stroll up in Soho. All we wanted was a breath of fresh air. I mean, it was all quite innocent.
What time was this?
3 o'clock in the morning. We passed an establishment called the Sexy Erotica Playgirl Club. A blonde stood in the doorway with heavily massacred eyeballs. A low-cut blouse barely concealing her ample portions. Ample proportions. "Hello, sailor," she quilped. "Come inside. The place is full of fun-loving girls. Thinking only to have a cup of tea and perhaps a Manchester tart. And perhaps a quick 50 up on the dartboard." Me and my friend went inside, but inside it was like a den of inequality. It was like the Tower of Babel. It was like that film about Gomorrah and that other place.
Sodom.
Anyway, a lady walked towards me. She was carrying a whip and wore a fireman's helmet, bus driver's overcoat, tram driver's gloves, a rubber body belt, and clogs. She asked me if I was interested in a special service.
What did you say?
I said I wasn't very religious.
It was then that you met this musician, Sarah.
Yes, she had arrived to take part in an all-night jam session, and I helped her unpack her cello. I sat there and watching her all night, absolutely enthralled. She played it side saddle. I thought it was very courageous, without spurs.
That's how it all started.
Yes, one night, I went to a party. It was a surprise party. Well, it was for me, anyway. It was given by the second banjo player of the London Symphony Orchestra. My head, dizzy with champagne and ruby-type Algerian South African port-style Empire wine, I inadvertently and rather foolishly fondled one of Ivy Benson's.
One of Ivy Benson's?
Musicians. The trombone player. I'd never been close to a trombone player before. I mean, it's not like a trumpet player or a French horn.
They have bigger embouchures.
Perhaps that's got something to do with it, I don't know. But I just knew that from that moment on I was going to be...
A croupier?
A groupie!
A groupie? Well, isn't that someone who offers their favours to pop stars?
Yes, I just couldn't help myself. They used to draw me just like a maggot. I mean...
Go on.
Well, you see, one night I went to see the Updike Ladies Colliery Band. They was playing for the Chalfont St Giles Old Age Pensioners all-nude limbo dance team. I remember it very well because they had to lower the loo doors because some of them was getting in free. Anyway, there I was outside the stage door of the Broadbent Hall with my ballpoint in my hand when I was set upon by a gang of girls on motorbikes all wearing leather gear. And they was like hooligoons they was. They all come after me and I was for the first time, and I hope it never happens again, victim of a gangplank.
A gangplank?
A gangbang!
You mean all these girls had their way with you?
All except the little fat one.
Why was that?
I didn't fancy her. And after that, I come back to town.
With your tail between your legs.
Where else?
It was then that you became...
Yes, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I became a call boy. I'm not afraid of it. I came from a home for unmarried fathers, remember? I mean, at least I was a high-class call boy. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to be young and attractive. Every night outside the stage door, they was waiting for me, duchesses and heiresses. And lady TV producers with tempting offers, all looking at me and bearing me in mind.
And one of them was, of course, a member of the government.
That's quite right. The Minister for Underworld Affairs. The Under Minister for World Affairs. Lady Porker.
Was there ever anything between you?
Not very often.
Then what happened?
Well, then you see this chap from the Sunday newspaper got hold of me, and he wanted me to take sort of photographs of her in compromising positions and that, you know, with my Polaroid. And to, like, take down everything what she said, like all the words she spoke in that, you know.
But surely it was your word against hers.
No, you see, because he had furnished me with a miniature tape recorder, what I had secreted about my person. And so everything she said, I got down, she couldn't argue against that, could she?
And that escapade in the nudist camp.
I showed him a thing or two there, didn't I? I mean, I exposed every... See, I had to pretend to be one of them. Not one of those. I had to go along like a nudist and that. You had to be nude and everything, but I got it down every word she spoke.
But if you were nude, how did you record all those confessions of hers?
With great difficulty. And not a little discomfiture. But I hasten to add, we was never romantically attached. It was nothing like that.
Oh.
No, we was only good friends,
Now, I find that very hard to believe. I mean, you are very attractive.
I know. But just the same, whenever she got, like, a bit fruity or anything like that, you know, I used to put a knockout drop in her cocoa. She used to go spark out like a light.
Didn't you feel guilty?
Only once.
When was that?
When she asked for a second cup.
And now, with public opinion so very much against you, you are having to leave the country.
That's quite right. I'm going to Spain.
How will you manage?
Well, that should be all right. You know, I got the yacht and the villa that Lady Porker bought me and the 40,000 quid I got from the newspaper.
Won't you be lonely?
I shouldn't think so. You ready, girls? Come on, loves. Here we are.
I hope the plane doesn't go without you.
I shouldn't think so. I only bought it this morning. I say, Trubshaw, give it a kick, get it started, will you? Off we go.
That sad story of a boy who went wrong, I must say good night and cycle back to town.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Sugar?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Milk?
No, thank you.
Right, children, you're all sitting comfortably? Then let's begin. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, bringing their tails behind them. There, children, that's a nursery rhyme. It's a story and it could, of course, be told in many other ways.
Good evening. Now, I want you, if you will, to cast your minds back to last February the 31st, when somewhere in this area here, several sheep were stolen. Now, one of the gang was seen making his getaway in a stolen car, which he drove the wrong way up a one-way street, and he tried to squeeze between two oncoming juggernaut lorries. So do be on the lookout for a tall, thin Cortina. Now, I want you to look at this jumper here, because the police have a theory that some of the sheep have already been shorn and their wool made up into these jumpers, which is produced by the Lubtish group of Switzerland. So if you are out anywhere and you see a girl that you don't know very well and you see her wearing one of these, just go up and do look inside for that label. Now, if you see that label in there, what you must do is to limp along to your nearest phone box and get in touch immediately with Inspectors Blackhead and Boyle, Red Pimple Lane.
Where are those sheepen?
Kun je stop net de deur? Die stemmen net uit de deur. Kom maar in, hè.
Dank u wel.
Wie is u?
Jan Boe Pepper.
Du er Pepper?
Ja, ik heb lost mijn sheepen.
Waar is die sheepen, hè?
We must looking for die sheepen.
Ja, we must looking for die sheepen. Ja. Oh, guck mal. Beginnen reinen.
Okay.
Guck mal, beginnen reinen.
Oeh.
We can now looking for die sheepen in de reinen.
Oeh.
Wat gaan we doen in die reinen? Vol de jurken. Ja, jurken is goed. Ja, is goed. Ja, is goed, jurken. Oh. Nichting. Oh, ja. Kun je stop net de deur? En je hebt deze neut een beetje nukkie. Kom maar in, hè.
Ik looking for my sister.
Du sister?
Ja, Boe Pepper.
Oh, Boe Pepper met de blonde haren en de grote brusten. Ja. En de frille nikken.
Okay.
Nichting.
We must looking for the sheepen.
Ja, we must looking for die sheepen, ja. Oh, guck mal. Beginnen reinen.
Nee.
Ja, rein.
Nee.
Rain come soon. Oh. When rain come, we can looking for the sheep in the rain. Val die jurk in.
Doe je hier?
Ja, is goed. Ja, is goed. Oh. Knocking at the door. Oh, meer pretty knockers. Kom maar in, hè.
Why am I mother of Bo Peppen?
Du bist die moeder of Bo Pepper, die sister.
Ja, lost in die sheepen.
Ja, lost die sheepen, ja.
We must looking for die sheepen.
Ja, we must looking for die sheepen. Ja.
Oh, beginnen te regenen.
No beginning rain.
Ja, we can't looking for the sheepen in de regenen.
Ja, we can looking for the sheepen in the rain.
Nou, foul die jurken.
The 2,000 sheep missing since yesterday have so far not been found. Nationwide reports.
Good evening. Ockley Moor. Yesterday, the home of some 2,000 sheep. Today, a barren wasteland. The owner of the sheep, Miss Peep, is baffled, as indeed are the local police, who have not ruled out foul play. For the past 17 hours, two men, one of them, the local switchboard attendant, the other, the shepherd, who was in charge of them, have been helping the police with their inquiries.
No, well, you see, he said to me, 2,000 sheep, you see. Well, I thought he said 2,000 and sheep. You see, that's 2 sows and 2 sheep. You see, that's put on saucy tape. 2 cows and sheep. 2 sows and 2 sheep. She's pretty. A Tilly Todd, she is. Tilly Todd works on stains. Nice girl. Tilly Todd, yes.
No, they definitely stole, sir. There's no doubt about that. I mean, they couldn't all have gone in the bog. Not at the same time. There ain't room for all them sheep, sir. We've had a search party out. I'm happy to say my sons, my 7 sons and my 6 daughters are all joined in the search party to do their best, like you see. Because not only did they get away with all them sheep, sir, but they also got away with the sheep virility pills, you see. That's just like to make the sheep more, give them a bit of, you know, not feeling delicate, sir. I'm sorry about that, sir. I mean, it's like aphrodisiacal, see, they are, sir. And the thing is, if you find them, do get in touch with us right away. They're a sort of like a bit the size of a aspirin, and they're yellow. So, oh, and they taste of peppermint. The second I found out them sheep was missing, I phoned up PC Potts. And where was he? Where he always is, out the back, sitting on his big back. Tracing results. Either that or he's on with that barmaid. The one with the big... Because he reckons he's gonna... I said, you want to watch out? I said, you'll be putting her in the... And her old man will find out about that. You come along and cut off your... But I tell you something, I was walking across the meadow the other day, across Bath Meadow, and I suddenly had an urgent desire to have... I goes along and I finds this ditch, and I stands there and I start... all over PC Spots. He looks up, he says... Stud, he says, I said, here, hold on. I said, I got a lady up here. He says, what do you think I got down here then? And that's why he's getting on about me and pink sheep. That's why. That's what that is all about.
Here in the West Country, things move quickly these days. And already, the barren sheep land is being taken over by a herd of cows. Nathan Wide, News at 10, Wessex.
I have a wondrous tale I would impart, though you may think it is not worth a farthing tot. The name concerned in my tale is one Bo Peep, who one day was a-counting of her sheep, and by the counting of them did she fall asleep. Thus did they depart. One of them a black sheep, whose fleece was black as soot, and wheresoe'er the black sheep went, his sooty-footy put. The black sheep left the moor as sly as any elf, and yet in truth he was as black as any moor himself. One frivolous lamb, a reckless beast, who took to gambolling and thus was fleeced. A ram, a horned ram, who did his mistress's entreaty spurn and lost himself a trying to make a U-turn. One masochistic lamb who through the stinging nettles hops, but stops upon occasion to smack his chops. One foolish sheep who near the village frolics. A shepherd caught him by the home for alcoholics. One queer sheep who, although sad, was gay, and when air approached would turn the other way. His wool is spun into a yarn so thin, but not as thin as this yarn which I now spin. Her father counselled her, pay them no mind, they will return, a bringing of their tails behind. But as the smallest of these lambs who sat upon the icy ground did cry in voice so bold, so do I say to you, my tale is told.
That's all right, Commissioner, anytime. Yes, glad to help. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That is bad. That's good. Oh, that's very good. Well, that's okay. That sounds pretty bad to me, I must say, Commissioner. Yeah, that's good. Just helping the commissioner sort out a box of strawberries.
Oh, wait, Chief. Who's his beep here?
Excited, Ed? It's all right. Now then. What can I do for you, madam? Could you speak up a little, please? Is something distressing you? Oh, well, your husband helped maybe there. What seems to be the trouble, sir? Your daughter. Oh.
Chief, I think it's serious, Chief.
Oh. How do you spell that? Can't say as I've heard of her.
She doesn't have many friends.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, I must say. Where is this girl at the moment? Is she around?
She's outside in the corridor, Chief.
Well, then why don't we have her in?
She's evidently in a state of shock. She doesn't seem to be acting in a rational manner.
You mean to tell me you think you're acting in a rational manner, eh? I want to see this girl. I want to see her now. Get her in.
Won't somebody help me, please? I can't believe it. It's like some terrible, frightening dream. It was last Thursday. I was alone in the meadow with my sheep, and this man came by, had wide, staring eyes. Oh, God, they said to hypnotize me. He gave me a drink of water, and it tasted kind of strange, and suddenly the whole world was spinning and falling, and all the demons of hell were let loose in my head. I screamed and fell. I must have passed out, because when I came to, all my sheep were gone, and the great meadow was empty. It was horrible, horrible.
You want to tell me about it?
I just did.
So you did. I wasn't listening. It seems to me that whoever has these sheep has to spend a lot of time with them, looking after them, tending them, watering them, feeding them. Why didn't we have that fella in that we brought in on a 747?
But he was just a vagrant, Chief.
I want to see him, and I want to see him now, so bring him in.
That's him!
Hey, hold it,
That's
hold it,
him!
girl. Hold it.
I just want to get my hands up.
Hold everything.
But, Chief, how did you know it was him?
I had my suspicions the minute he told me his name. What's your name again, son?
Basil Bassy, Chief of Ironside.
Chief, I want you to know that I'm sorry I doubted your veracity.
Oh, I lost that years ago.
Good evening, Chief Ironside.
Good evening, Luigi. Now tell me, what have you got for this young lady here?
We have mutton broth, sheep's head soup, lamb chops, roast lamb, and lamb cutlets.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Till then, bye-bye.